What is up, guys? Yes. Hey, have you guys ever wanted to build an AI software? Like, do you guys have big dreams and you're like, oh man, this is what I want to build? I want to build a sales page writer and a website developer and all of these content creators, and you want to do all like a social media poster, and you want to create all of these softwares, and you have these dreams, and like, dude, I want to make this awesome software. However, you have no clue where to actually start. You don't know where to like what website do I go to? What buttons do I press? Like, where do I actually go to even create this freaking website? Like, how do I make this? Like, step one. So if you guys are watching this video, my name is Jeff. I am the creator, according to this label right here, of my AI team, which is a software I developed about 3 years ago during what I like to say, like the height, the initial like gold rush of the AI days, right? If we're watching this 10 years from now, this was in 2002, right? So right on 2002, 2001. And AI really started getting big, maybe a little bit before, like maybe I wasn't the first one, but I started building software around that time. And I built the software called My AI Team. And here's the thing, My AI Team completely changed my life. I already was building websites for people, clients. I was already doing stuff like that. And my day job is writing copy for clients, writing sales letters, writing emails, writing webinars, writing blogs, like all of this content creation. And so I essentially says, well, how am I going to fix this? How am I going to have something that does my job? And when AI started to come out, I looked at it as like, dude, like this is like content and knowledge on demand. So if I could harness this, if I could create this, and if I could leverage this, if I could figure out a way to like build a software around this, well, I could essentially build software. Well, what's the step one? And so I'm just going to show you guys kind of what I created in the last 3 years. And then I'm going to jump in and we're literally on this call going to set up step one for you guys, like step one of building an AI software. We're going to connect the technical nerdy stuff. We're going to build all that. We're going to put it on a server, all of this. So yes, this is going to be a little intro. Some people, you guys might just watch the intro and then you guys will be like, well, that's cool, the possibilities. But I hope some of you guys watch the full video and then deploy your own software and take action. Because I believe there's this statement, right? If you don't have recurring revenue, you don't have a business. And a lot of times this is why I build software, is because software creates a reoccurring revenue in my life. And then I'm not always hustling for client work. I'm not always stressed out, all of that stuff. I could sell the software. Ultimately, you're selling logins. You're selling access to a code that you created. And you don't have to sell it for what the cost that you get it for. You can sell it for the value that other people get it for. And so I'm glad you guys are showing up. This video in particular is for my buddy Todd. And Todd asked, how do I take an AI software idea, basically just a basic one, and make it where I could take that software and put it on my own server, collect it with leads, and use that as like a start of a Saas or a free lead magnet, or how do I connect to the AI? And then we're going to show you guys on this call. And so I'm going to present it, and I'm going to show you what I built over the last 3 years. And hopefully you guys can see. So this is a software called My AI Team. Okay. This is My AI Team that I built, 2.5 years in the making, 3 years in the making. And I started off in this little document section. Okay. You can see basically it was this document section. And if I click new documents, this is what it looked like. This was the idea. Okay. It was basically all of these things, these like log things. I had the idea of, I just need something to have a full blog writer. That's all I wanted to do. I wanted to write blogs, like a giant blog for somebody. Okay. So I built this whole software. Like one of my very first clients paid $1,000, and he said, here's what he said. He said, could it write blogs? And I said, not yet, but because I was working on all this other stuff. And he goes, well, if it could write blogs, I'll pay $1,000 today. And I said, bet, let me make it where it could write blogs. blogs. And so here's the thing. Now I said, can you write AI coding and the future? Okay, this is all it was. It was an input and then there was a button. Okay, that's all it is. This is all my software was at the very beginning. Write a full blog into your topic with an input with a button. Okay, and then you see right here, it has a little loading symbol, like it generates, and then in a few seconds, it's going to pop out, boom, a blog. Okay, now here's the thing is right now, you guys could be watching this and be like, Jeff, this isn't revolutionary, right? Some of you guys might have seen this. This is your first time ever watching AI, and you're like, holy cow, in a few seconds, AI and AI coding in the future, a brave new world, literally like all of this is a full-on blog that this AI just spit out for me, right? So I want to turn this whole thing. Since then, my AI team has grown tremendously. Now it doesn't just write full blogs. Now it could write like everything, right? Now we have music, images, code, all of this stuff that my AI team could do. However, do not discount the fact that people still want just blogs. They just want an AI that can write blogs, nothing else. They don't want all the bells and whistles. They don't want anything else. I want to let you guys know, if I go to right now, if I type into Google AI blog writer, check out this. AI blog writer gets searched 4,400 times a month. Okay, so you guys can check out all of these things of like what AI can write, right? So 4,400 people a month are searching just for this term. All right. And if you were to advertise, it's only 12 cents to advertise on this. Okay. So you could literally build a software just for this. Well, we're going to just build that one thing today. Okay. Literally on this call, you guys can see my AI team has completely grown to everything, right? However, we're going to put this code where we could call and create a full blog on this little video using my AI team and then deploy it onto our server using our own code so nobody else sees our API key, nothing like that. Okay, so are you guys ready? Who's here for this live class? Let's go. Todd, let's go creating a reoccurring business. Okay, so here's how we're going to do it. Step one, let's create something of value. All right, let's create something. And here's what I like to do. This is a software, right? Like I like to get my AI from an AI dealer, right? So like I'm not the AI guy. I didn't like create AI, right? All I did was come over to this website, right? It's called openai.com. Okay, openai.com. And I got my API key from this site. And once I have my API key from this site, I could use this site. I had to put a couple bucks onto their website. And once I had those credits, now I'm able to use their site. Okay, so this is the API dealer. There's other AIs out there. Yes, this is OpenAI. This is the main one. This is ChatGPT, right? This is the main one out there. Okay, so are there other ones that are coding ones that are better? Yes. However, we're just going to stick with this one right now. Okay, so one of the things that we're going to do is we're going to set up an API endpoint. Okay, so I'm going to go over here onto the left-hand side, and we are in the API documentation. Okay, so I'm over here on OpenAI, and I am in the API documentation. All right, well, on the left-hand side, you can see I have chat. All right, so I can come over here and I have chat. Well, here's the thing. This is what's called an API documentation. So this is the call. This is the instructions that we need to call to get the AI. All right, like when we actually need the response, like if I type in my blog, behind the scenes, I'm actually calling this call. I'm actually using this call in my code, and I'm actually displaying the results right here. All right, well, here's the thing is you could do it inside this software that right now we're looking at. This is called my AI team. I built this something called Bubble, okay, bubble.io, right? Well, here's the thing. With Bubble, I have all these softwares. You could build all this stuff in Bubble. Well, however, Bubble is still really crazy, right? Like it's a really like knowledgeable thing to learn. All right, so I believe AI coding is 1,000% the future. I fully believe it. I don't believe Bubble is the future. I believe Bubble is amazing. If Bubble is listening, Bubble, you guys are amazing, but I don't believe Bubble is the future. I believe AI coding is the future, and things like drag and drop is not the future. And here's what I'm going to show you. Watch, okay? Because my AI team is built on Bubble, which is absolutely awesome. However, the things that I could build because of AI coding is phenomenal. Well, let me show you guys. So once you get your OpenAI API key from here, okay, so first, that's the very first thing we'll do is grab our OpenAI API key. If I go into my account, which is going to be my dashboard, we can go over here to API keys. Okay, you can see I have a whole bunch of API keys, and I'm going to create a brand new one. Okay, so I'm going to call this blog. Okay, blog creator. Okay, and this is going to be my blog creator, and I'm going to hit create. All right, and this gives me this long API key. Okay, so here's what I'm going to go do. I'm going to come into the AI snippets and on my AI team, and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to create a new code. All right, and I'm going to say create me a world class AI blog writer. Okay, writer. Okay, and this is all I'm going to say for now. Okay, and then I'm going to say here is my API key. I don't care if you guys can see it right now because I'm going to delete it in a little bit. And then I'm going to say from here, I'm going to go into here because you don't want people to see your guys' API key. That API key is essentially like a key to this account. Okay, like that means somebody could spend your keys. So in this call later on in this video, so I highly encourage you guys to watch this whole thing. I'm going to show you how to add it to your own server so nobody ever sees that API key. Okay, you don't ever want people to see that because they're going to be able to see it like this, just clear as day. Okay, you do not want that. Okay, so heck yeah, Todd tagging people. You're awesome, Todd. Thank you, man. Heck yeah, love you. All right, so we have our API creator and we have our key. Next thing, what we're going to do is we are going to go into our API reference, into our documentation. Okay, our documentation, and on the left-hand side, we have all of the documentation that's going to tell us how to connect this. All right, so what I'm going to do is I can have text generation. All right, well, text generation makes it, a blog is text. You guys agree? All right, we could add image generation in a little bit, but a blog is text. Well, here's what's really crazy is this right here says we are our text capabilities and our text generation. This is all the instructions on how to connect this. And here's what we used to have to do 6, 7, 8 months ago, like not very long ago. We would have to figure out and study what this means, the curl, the header, all of this stuff. We'd have to figure out what all this means. That's a lot of work. That's an insane amount of work. Watch what we can do now, today. I'm going to copy this. Okay, I'm going to copy this, and I'm going to come over here into my AI team, and I'm going to say, here is the API documentation you need to call. Okay, and then I'm going to hit create. Oh, I didn't paste the documentation. All right, that's all right. All right, so here's what this is happening right now. Before it's actually creating the documentation, I'm going to show you guys what to do. Okay, so right now it's writing the code, even though I forgot to paste the other part of the documentation. Okay, but here's what it's going to do. It's writing the code for us. You can see the little loading bar, and then it's going to pop up a new window, and it's literally going to create us the thing. However, it's not going to work because we never gave it the documentation. So if it magically works, that'd be crazy. However, because sometimes they have knowledge on itself. So all right, let's just see. All right, yeah, okay. So here's what we're gonna do. You see how we have this? What I'm gonna do is I'm going to go to history and I'm gonna hit restart, and I'm gonna try this again. All right, so I'm gonna say call this API, and here is the documentation. And I can paste. All right, inside the history, you can always go back. All right, always go back. If you mess up, just hit restart right there, okay? And then I'm gonna paste this little extra API key information into here. All right, and then I'm gonna hit generate. And here's the thing, and then I'm gonna sip a cup of coffee because it's 5:30 at night and we're coding. Who does that? All right, so boom, Todd, you are absolutely legend, bro. Thank you. All right, cool. So now we have it where it's coding up the whole thing. You can see that this just coded. We can view the code, and it just updated the code right here. All right, so let's test this. What's our blog topic? I'm going to hit AI coding, And I'm going to have my keywords. I'm going to have AI coding, and I'm going to say my AI team. Boom. Tone. Let's just say funny. And let's put game theory, right? Whatever that means. Game theory. Desired length. 500. Sure. Generate blog post. All right. Look, you see I hit generate blog post. There's no like loading. There's nothing. All right. Let me see, inspect if we have any errors. All right. Console, boom, error, Claude Origin chat to fetch the AI chat from Origin. What? Oh, look, it did it. Oh, look. All right. We just had to wait and be patient. Okay. So literally this thing just worked. It just spit it out. All right. So the title, AI Coding, a Strategic Game of Wits, or My AI Team's Comic Enterprise. Look, nobody ever popped out of the womb understanding game theory. If you understand swaddling yourself and immediately starting dispensing saga advice about non-cooperative games, then all due respect, you, my friend, are a bald-faced liar. What the heck? Same goes for AI coding. But thanks to the dream team of gallant geeks, my AI team, we can deep dive into the seamless complex terms without indulging into fits of laughter. First thing, game theory is just like the grumpy gym leader from our middle school. Dude, this is actually really funny to read. All right, so here is our result. You can see in one single prompt we just coded. If I go to this, we just coded 115 lines of code. 115 lines of code. Now I could say, make this 10 times better. And I can hit generate. And right now, so here's what this is doing, guys. I hope you guys could understand this, because not too long ago, we were doing AI images, and I could literally come in here and I could say, make me an awesome image of a unicorn. All right. A unicorn eating ice cream cake. All right. I could come in here into the AI images, and this AI image generator, which is from many models. Look at this. All of this. Do you guys understand? This just made an image of a unicorn eating an ice cream cake. This came out of my brain. This instantly created exactly what we were thinking. If you guys could understand this into your blog topic, and I could AI coding, and I could type in keywords, and I could type in my AI team, and then AI coding. And then we have a professional, and then we have humorous, desired length. It just gave us drop downs, target audience. Let's go. I could say nerds who want to code but never even tried because they were scared of coding. Bruh. And generate blog posts. Look, we have a little loading thing now. Do you guys understand this? I didn't tell it to do this. I said it, make it 10 times better. That's all I did. The last time it didn't even have a loading. I wasn't even sure if it was working or not. And all of a sudden the AI could code. Why is this so important? It's because if you look over here, right? So this just popped out a word count. This says the Chronicles of My AI Team. No fear of coding, brah. All right, no more fear of coding. Having worked in the digital asset since I was in diapers, well, not literally. I swear my SQL queries don't have baby lingo bias. Like, dude, that's so nerdy. All right, so I love it. So this just like spit out our blog. Well, if I was to try to make this blog, and this is the software, like I could say, make it so I have a full text editor, just like my other one does. Editor, please. Right? Like, and then I could hit generate. Anything that you could imagine, you could create into this. Make it where it has a save feature. If you mess up, you could go back in history. So if you guys can think of like anything you could imagine, you could generate. With AI images, it's easy to understand that the AI is better than us. Wow, look, the AI just made an image that I will never be able to do. Never in my life will I be able to photograph that image. Do you guys understand that? The amount that money it would cost for me to get a horse and put a little unicorn on it, bake a cake, and stylize this photo is thousands of dollars. Well, if you guys don't understand the fact that I just wrote this, where I just say, make it so I have a full text editor, and I could literally edit the text right here, right now, just like I just asked, and the AI coded up an extra 400, 500 lines of code. If you guys can't fully grasp that, like, holy cow, the AI is 10,000 times better at taking images and photos than I am, but it's also 10,000 times better at coding than I am. You guys could write any software that you could type into this little toolbar right here. Well, what happens if I go into view code? You guys can see there's something very dangerous. There right here is my giant API key. If you guys are watching this, you guys can see this thing. Well, this is extremely dangerous. If you guys want right now, if I was to share this URL with you, I could share this URL with you and you guys can use this software. However, this URL up top with my AI team is the URL, but it says app.myAIteam. You might not want it on app.myAIteam. You might want this on advancedaiblogwriter.com. So if I go over to namecheap.com, you guys can see I have a ton of domains. I could search for a domain and let's just see if advancedaiblogwriter.com is available. All right, and let's see. Advancedblogwriter.com is available for $11.28. Now, here's the thing. That's just for the domain. Now, here's what I would suggest. When you guys buy a domain, I highly encourage you guys to take this coding stuff one step further and put this on your own server. So for $34.34 for a whole entire year, you guys can buy the domain, and you guys could also buy something called shared hosting. Okay, you could pay for it monthly if you want, or you can use the whole freaking year. Okay, so the whole year for this whole thing is $34.34. And it gets you something called a cPanel server. These things are beautiful. A cPanel server, okay? A cPanel server. Without this, I'm telling you, you're going to have to pay for hundreds of other like little AI softwares that tell you to pay monthly and all this crap. Stop it. Like, literally, it's going to eat you dry every single time you launch a software. Every time I launched a software on Bubble, it cost me $34. Guys, I have 10 softwares. 7 of them don't make money. Okay, like no joke. Like, so 7 times 34, that's every month. That's extra $200 something that just eats at my freaking bank. No, you don't want that. Buy a little server, pay $34 for a whole freaking year, and now you're going to deploy a software on there. If you buy a new domain, you can just put it on your server, okay? If you don't know how to do all of this and you're stuck and say, hey, Jeff, I've never bought a domain. What do I do? Oh, no, I'm super scared. Go right here into this chat right here. You see this little chat up top, this little icon? You're going to click on this. Up top, you can hit reset. You could close it. You could do anything. Click on this, and you're going to say, I have never, ever in my life bought a server, however you spell it. And Jeff said I should use Namecheap. Can you help me? I'm a noob. And then boom. Now we're going to hit enter. And now we're going to literally, this is going to walk us step by step. Here's what this does. The AI is taking your code, all 209 lines, and it's figuring out what you need to do. And it's saying, hey, I got you. Certainly. I would be happy to help. Happy to help. Happy to help. Do you guys know why I love AI? Because AI is happy to help. Happy to help. You could get mad at AI and be like, bro, what you not doing? You could literally yell at the thing and it will be like, my bad. Sorry. I apologize. Here's the answer. Like, what? It's so nice. Dude, I hope that sticks for the rest of our lives. Okay, certainly I'll happy to help setting up your server using Namecheap. Namecheap is popular. Web hosting. It's a good choice for beginners. Thank you. All right, here's how you step. Go to a Namecheap account. Boom, create a Namecheap account. Step 1, baby, create your Namecheap account. Step 2, click on sign up. Okay, I done that. I created my account. Step 3, it says hosting, shared hosting. Here's what I'm going to say. It says whenever you buy your domain, as you guys go through your checkout and you buy your domain, Okay. When you buy your domain, let's just say I was to buy thatlittleadvancedblogwriter.com. Okay. Whenever you buy your domain, it's going to say add to cart. Okay. Now it's going to say right here, web hosting. You see this? We're just going to click add to cart also. All right. I'm going to click on web hosting. Well, when I go to my cart right here, view cart, let me show you this little secret. Right now, they're charging you $4.48 a month. $4.48 a month times 10 is $44.80. Times $4 extra, you're looking at $40. If you just go to the year, well, guess what? Now you get the little $22 like midnight special. All right. If you go 2 years, now you're big balling. I don't know why that's is that the exact same price? No, it just didn't update. All right. So you save a couple little bucks. All right. A couple more. So, however, 1 year solid. Dudes, 1 year. Prove out your idea. Make it work. 34.34. Look at that. All right. Do I have a promo code? No, but I hate when I see discount promo codes and I don't have a promo code. All right. So, promo code Jeff. Does it work? Oh, it worked. Oh, I'm just joking. All right. Okay. Y'all silly. Okay. So we have this. We can confirm order. This is what you do. So you buy the domain. Once you have the domain, you're going to click on this little, you'll click on your little like account dashboard, right? Now you have a little dashboard and you're going to see all your domains. Okay. I have all of these domains. All right. Don't judge me. All right. Like, don't judge me. There's people that have way more domains than me. All right. So I'm not even like tripping. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to build this on this website called The Humans Behind AI, because that's one of the websites that I haven't really finished. And it's just an idea that I had. Okay. So if I was to click on this, let me close out that one. If I was to click on this, let me show you. I could go to cPanel. You see how I have this little server stack, right? I go to this and I go to cPanel. Bam, look at that. The cPanel is the server, okay? This is the little control panel for our destiny. I mean, our dreams, okay, for everything. All right, so we're on this. The reason why we have this, let me show you what this is going to give you to do. This is going to give us the ability to do a ton of stuff. WordPress is on here, Python scripts, all this cool stuff, all right? But we're going to have a file manager. You're also going to have emails, okay? You're going to be able to set up your emails back here, everything like that. However, we're going to stay focused, and we are just going to take this code, just like this says, okay? We are just going to take this code, and we are just going to set this code up on the domain, the Humans Behind AI. But we're going to make it where you can't see the API key, okay? We don't want that, okay? So let me show you how to do that. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to go into our tools, and we're going to go into File Manager. Okay, we're on our File Manager. You see how there's stuff right here? There's all this stuff. You see how there's this little world globe thing? We're just going to click on the world globe. That's it. You see how there's nothing in here? If I go to the domain, the humans behind AI.com, there should be absolutely nothing here, right? Arrow 1000. Okay. The Humans Behind AI. Okay. So hopefully is on the Cloudflare network. Okay. So this literally, I'm pretty sure like there's just absolutely nothing here. So this is where I'm at. Okay. So here's what we do. I really hope that let's see if this was a good domain to use. All right, boom. My website page does not exist. Okay, so the Humans by AI, but it says DNS resolution. Okay. All right, I don't know why it got hot in here. We're just going to ignore that error for now. All right. Primary domain. If I click on this, is it here? Okay. So if I go here, what happens? Like forbidden. Okay. Did I have it connected to Cloudflare? Oh my God. I really hope that I have this set up right now. All right. Because here's what normally should happen. It should just go to a blank page. So if I was to show you what that looks like on a normal one, let's see, do I have another domain that I could use? All right, I have this other one called the Wallet Sniffer. All right, this is so irrelevant and is such an irrelevant domain to it. However, I don't know why this one isn't fully working, so I'm just going to go to this one. So this is what your guys' shoulds look like. So, wow. All right, so if I go into cPanel and if this was empty, you guys should have a file manager, and this has a whole project on this too. I don't want to do this. All right. Let's see. This is so funny. Let's just push forward and see what happens. We might have to diagnose some stuff on this Humans Behind AI. All right. This is live, baby. Let's go. All right. So here we go. We'll figure out why this doesn't work in a few seconds. And so if we go to File Manager, and I was to add this to my site, okay? Basically, I would go to this public HTML, and you could see that this thing is empty. Well, if I was going to here into view code, I could view this code. I could hit copy code, or I could hit download file. Okay, if you see, I just downloaded this file, and it says index.html. This is basically when I download this file. Let me show you what this just did. It added that file to my downloads. Okay, so it added my file to my downloads, and this is the page. If I click on this, it opens it up, and you can see I have this, but it's at like a local website. It's not my actual website. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to install that on my server. So if I go to our file manager, and that will take us into here. Okay. I could add new file, and I could say index.html, and I could hit create new file. And you can see it just made an index.html file. Well, if I hit edit from here, it's just a blank thing. So hopefully if I hit refresh, does this just work? Dude, I really wonder what this is why this says like this. I wonder if I never pointed my site back from this. So let's see. Namecheap, basic DNS, web hosting. I wonder if this is it. Hopefully this will fix it. Did it work? I think that brought it over here, but I don't know if I pointed it to my server. Oh, man. We on the fly, we're working with this. Okay, so this is interesting. So this is why coding is fun. Oh, man. Okay. So what should we do to show you guys this, to make this where you guys can still do this, where this is not confusing? Here's what I'm going to do is, this is what we could always do is a lot of times we could just set up a subdomain so I don't mess up any of my current projects. Okay. So we're just on the wallet sniffer, and normally we would be putting these files. Okay. So you guys see right now, if I click on this HTML file, I have all of these like codes in here. Okay. So this is what we're talking about. I have all of these codes. Well, I don't want to put this on my main domain and make it where I mess up all these codes. Okay. So here's what I'm going to do inside here, inside of our cPanel. This is what's really powerful, is I can create subdomains. Okay. Normally, if we were to do this on our main domain, just like this, I would click on this HTML file right here, and this would all be empty, right? Just like the other one was. Okay, it would all be empty. All right. However, it is not empty. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to do it on a subdomain, which is just as awesome and fun. Okay, so we're going to come down here, and we're going to come into our domains right here. Bam. All right. And if you were to set up this for a client, you could build their software on a subdomain too. So I'm going to hit subdomain, create new domain. And I'm just going to say blog writer. And this is at the wallet, the sniffer.com, right? Which is one of my other websites. Okay. So, all right. And now I'm going to hit submit. Okay. So here's what this does. This creates us a subdomain, so we don't have to worry about messing with our home domain. Okay. Or if we were, we could literally just use it right here. Okay. So let me show you guys what this looks like. And if I go to, you see how we have our two domains? If I go back into tools, you can see in our file manager, we have a new folder called blog writer, the wallet sniffer. Okay. So if we were to put this on our main domain, we just click on this little world, but we're putting it on a subdomain. So I'm going to click on this folder, and we have our two extra folders in it. But this is basically empty. All right. So if I go into our website, so let me show you guys that this is empty. and boom. And I'm going to say blog writer. And this is our domain. You can see that there's absolutely nothing here. Okay. It just says, sorry, all of this information. Okay. So this is connecting. So here's what we are going to do. We are now waiting for that to connect. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this code and I'm going to put it on my server. Okay. So we're going to do that exact same thing. And I could upload a folder just the same way, just like I created one and I named it, or I could also upload, right? So I could upload this index folder right here, index.html, hit go back. You can see it says index, but this one, you need to rename it and it needs to say index.html. All right, those exact words, just like this, bam. Okay, now we have our index.html. Well, if I go refresh this page, let's see, it didn't work. I love it when it does that. Oh my God. All right, let's try now. Let's try this. All right, it's still not working. Okay, so what do you do? What do you do when things don't work live? Like, I love it. Well, how are you guys doing? Are you guys learning some stuff? Cool. Todd says, got it. Take your time. Needs a server. Start new. It's okay. Thanks, Todd. All right. So this is the process of development. I don't want to say it's not. A lot of times it works right away, first time go, and a lot of times it doesn't. I'm glad that you guys understand. Okay. So hopefully in a couple of minutes, this kicks on. Why won't you work? All right. Connection not private. Proceed. It didn't work. It didn't work. But why? All right. Do you guys, let's just try this. Let's just start from scratch. All right. So let's start from scratch. Let's take a deep breath and let's just say you are starting on a brand new server, a brand new domain. Here I go. I view all my domains. Do I have any of them that I know that is working right now free? Like, let me just go to this main page, the wallet sniffer, because I'm pretty sure that there's nothing on this that I have that matters. Okay. All right. So we at least have this main page. Okay. All right. So here we go. So if this was the site that we were going to create, which is not the site that we're creating, if this was the site that we were going to put it on, we would put it on this. All right. So if I was to go onto the main domain, onto File Manager, and you see if I click onto this, you're not going to have all of these folders. It's going to be fairly empty for you. The only thing is inside here, I have this thing called index.html, right? If I, just like I was adding over here right now, this is the index.html for this site, okay? I am going to right now, currently, I'm going to rename this index.html too. Well, watch what happens when I do this, okay? So if I rename this, if I rename this right here, cancel, rename this, and I hit rename, you're going to see if I refresh this page, it just broke this. And now we have an index because there's no index.html. You see how there's just an index2.html? This just shows us a list of all of our folders now. Well, this is not really what we want. We want this page right here to be on our site, right? This code to be on our server. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We are in this main page. Ignore all. You see how files just get big over time? It just gets big. Over time, you learn. Over time, you do more. So I'm going to hit add new file, and I'm going to call it the index.html. All right. Sometimes you learn by breaking stuff. Well, if I go back here, you see how there's this page. Well, if I hit refresh, it's now a completely blank page. Well, why is it a completely blank page? Well, let me show you. Because in this index.html, right now, if I hit edit, it's empty. Well, so that makes sense. Makes sense. It's empty, right? It's literally empty. There's nothing here. Well, if I take the code from my AI team right here and I put this on my server, Watch what happens. If I copy this, right, you could just copy this. I could hit copy up here, or I could Control A and hit copy. If I copy this and paste it right here to my server and I hit save, if I refresh this page, watch what happens. We have the AI Advanced Blog Writer. This right now is on my domain, not my little subdomain, because this thing is taking forever. I don't know why this isn't working. I don't know why anything's not working. All right, whatever. All right. Now we have our blog title. We can test this. I could say, why doesn't AI doesn't it? I don't know how to spell does it. Why doesn't anything work? Keywords help, please. Me. All right. Let's put it a little humorous. Let's see what you got. Target audience, AI coders, bro. Coders. Generate. This right now is generating us a blog off of exactly what we wanted with a full-on little text editor in this box on our own server in a few seconds. And I say a few seconds very lightly because this took forever. All right. Here's our article that probably gets us more than anybody else in the world right now. All right. So it says, title, why on earth doesn't any work? All right. The AI coders laminate. Hello to all my code wranglers, binary befundled friends out there. Yours truly, Jeff. I'm back with another fun-loaded blog post. This time I'm diving headfirst into the strangest mystery of our AI coding universe. Why doesn't any thing work? Right off the bat, let's address the runaway bull in a China shop. Me. Oh my God, it called me out. It said it's you, bro. Yes, I'm the quintessential AI programmer. Your AI-friendly neighborhood code whisperer. It's like, am I the problem? Am I the problem? All right, yes, I am the problem. Okay. Skip to the end. This was too long. I didn't read. It says, remember, in the end, it's all about the journey and not the destination. If you worked all the time, where's the fun in that? Happy coding. Good old AI. If it worked all the time, where's the fun in that? You know what I mean? Come on, baby. We even get a little message. We get a little message. All right, cool. So this is on here. We literally took this and put it on our own domain. If I was to send you guys this is not relevant, but this domain works. Please, guys, do not go to that domain. But whatever. You guys at least saw me deploy it. Here it is. It's on our server. Okay. So now here's the thing. Inside this, we could always say the next step is so look, I have my API key. This is the next step. If you're going to connect AI, you need to make sure this is very secure. Your API key right now is exposed to the world. I have my API key in the HTML. Can you give me some PHP code? So what do I mean? Let me show you guys. If I go right click and I go to inspect, all right, let me not inspect. If I go to view page source, I can literally see the entire code right here. And then I could scroll down and I could see your API key, my API key. Like, this is the issue, right? Like, I am the issue. I mean, right? So we need to make that not happen, okay? Because people like me can just go like, oh, hey, API key, and then spam you for $500 overnight, okay? You don't want that. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We need to put it on our own server so this doesn't happen. Okay, this is just a little nerdy knowledge that I also learned. Okay, I have my API key in the API HTML. Can you give me some PHP code /script, baby, to hide it, and then give me the PHP code I need to add to the HTML to fix it, please. And then I'm going to hit enter. Boom. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. Inside this is going to give us a new script, most likely. Okay. We need to be able to make this where nobody could see our API key and it's hidden. All right. We're going to fix that. So here we go. This is going to say, here is your PHP code. Here's your configure key. Here's your API key. So it says first, step 1, create a PHP called config.php. Okay. So I'm going to come into here into my files, right? If I hit reload, I'm going to come into here. And right now, you see how there's all these files? That's just because this is what happens. Over time, you just get more files, and your code builds, and you're become a better software developer, and better and better and better. And this one connects to this one, and this one talks to this one. And you get better. If this looks scary and confusing, great job. You're freaking learning. All right, now I'm going to hit file, and I'm going to hit paste. Config.php, just like it told me. And I'm going to hit create new file. If you see right here, now I have config.php, and if I hit edit, I can edit this, and I can edit this, okay? So now I come back in here, and it says create PHP file, and it gives me the code. So you see how it's this little line PHP, everything inside these little lines. I'm going to copy this whole thing, bam, and I'm going to come over here into config.php, and I'm going to paste this thing, okay? Bam, define my key, and I'm going to hit save, and I'm going to hit close. All right, well, the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to come over here, and it says create another file called generate blog PHP in the same directory. This will handle the API request. So you can see I created one API key, and then I created another API code, like PHP code, which is this, right? So now we need to create another one called generate underscore blog.php, okay? So we're going to come over here into our cPanel, and we're going to hit file, paste, generate underscore blog.php. And that says generate blog.php. Perfect. And I'm going to copy this. Okay. And it echoes the response. Okay. And I'm going to paste it. Bam. Into here. Now I'm going to hit save. Just like it said. Now it says modify your HTML to have it return the PHP extension. Okay. So I'm going to literally have it do this. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to just take this, and I'm going to tell the AI over here, I'm going to copy this whole little instructions, right? I'm going to copy these instructions, and I'm going to come over here and tell the AI, I just did the first 2 steps. Can you do the last one, please? And update the code. Boom. And I'm going to hit paste. And if you look at this instructions, so here's what it says. It says, now modify your HTML code, rename it to have a .php extension. What PHP does is PHP allows you to run the code, this really important code, right? If I hit inspect, it allows you to run this code, not inspect, view source, right? It allows you to run your API key, this really important information behind the scenes. All right, that's what we need that PHP code for, okay? So this is going to update, and you can see we updated it. If I look into this code, you can see now we have some PHP code up in here somewhere. I don't know where it is. That's cool. So it says generate blog right here, .php, and I'm going to copy this whole thing, and I'm going to do what it told me to, okay? So in this instructions, it says you need to rename. Okay, it says now modify your HTML file, rename it to have a .php extension. Okay, so I'm going to come in here into my index.php, index.html, and I'm going to rename it. And I'm going to say index.php. That's it. Okay, index.php, and hit rename. Well, now if I go to this edit, I'm going to replace the code, paste, and I'm going to hit save. Well, now what happens? Well, now if I go to this little advanced, I'm going to hit refresh. And now we have this blog writer. What happens if I hit inspect, right? Not inspect. I've done that like 6 times. What if I hit view page source? If I scroll down, well, guess what? I don't have my API key exposed anymore. Okay, but does it work? That is the question. So let's say AI coding and it working first time go is a myth. Myth. All right. Error-free life. AI coders. Another keyword, my AI team. Humorous. All right. Target audience, AI coders. All right. Generate blog posts. It generates the blog posts. Did it work first time? Did it work first time? Oh my God. It never works first time. It never. Please. Please. It worked. It worked. The delusion. Laughing through the AI coding chaos. The delusion quest for error-free. The delusional quest for error-free. All right, all AI-devoted coders out there, gather around. It's time we debunk a whimsical myth of our industry. The notorious unicorn. Look, we have a freaking picture for this, baby. We literally have a picture for this. Where's our picture? This is it. Look, awesome cake. This is that says AI coding. That says in text AI error-free coding is a myth. All right. And then I'm going to say blog height, right? Let's do a little blog height. This isn't a distraction. This isn't a distraction. All right, we didn't get the right image. All right, I want text, baby. Give me some text. Dude. The unicorn says, come on. You can do this, Flux. Error-free coding is a myth. All right. Oh my God. All right. Back to reality. Oh, so goes gravity. Okay, so look, we have now you can't see our API. We installed it on our server. I could send this to people. You can use this. This full software exists. If you guys watch my other classes, I have how to put this behind a login, all of this stuff, how to monetize it, how to connect Stripe, like everything that you guys need to take this into a software you guys can do. Now this isn't going to freaking, nobody's going to be able to steal your API key and you guys can deploy this. Now, here's the thing. Somebody the other day said, oh, well, what do I do? How do I collect leads from this? Bet. Let's do that. Watch this. If I go to Go High Level, right, because Go High Level is a freaking awesome program. We got a couple minutes. You guys still got a couple minutes? You guys want to see me send these leads to Go High Level? What's up? Boom. You want to see me send these leads? Thank you, Justin. What's up? Send in. Let's send it. Let's send them. Send them, baby. Let's make this where this is a lead opt-in form too. Okay. So if we go to Go High Level, you could do a lot of things. Okay. Now we could send the data from this to our like sales process. If I go to automations, let me show you. All right. I'm not even a Go High Level expert, but if I hit create new workflow, start from scratch like a big boss. All right. We start from scratch, add new trigger. Okay. The trigger means what is going to start this web flow, this workflow. Okay. We're going to scroll down to this big old sexy thing called we can just search called inbound webhook. Okay. Inbound webhook. All right. And this is going to give us a URL. All right. So we could copy this URL and we could come over here and we could come into this part and I could say, I need to say, can you make it so it can add email opt-in with a name to also get the lead information. And then I'm going to say, and send all the info to this webhook, baby. All right. And I'm going to paste like a big boss, paste. And then look, you hit enter. All right. So look, now we have this where it's going to send the information over here. Super easy. Okay. We've generated a custom URL for you to send requests to. Okay. So we sip coffee. Adds a webhook. This is doing its thing. So now you guys can take AI and you might use this. Let's see. Now we hit view code. I'm going to take this code and I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste it onto right here. Bam. Okay. That's it. Now I'm going to paste it in here. Now I'm going to hit save. If I hit refresh on my page, what's going to happen? We have our blog topic. I'm going to say AI coders, keyword, AI coding, and then professional, humorous, casual, generate blog. Oh, subscribe for updates. What the heck is this? Dude, that is not what I asked for. Ew. Like, what the heck is this? Dude. Let's back it up, baby. Back it up. So let's go back. We could do that. All right. Can you add an email opt-in with a name? Let's be way more specific. Can you add an email opt-in so this becomes a lead magnet for me before the user gets the answer? Okay, boom. And then, so we could go back in time, and now that got rid of our whole little ugly thing, like this little, like, whatever the heck this is. This is going to send the lead, but it didn't send it where this is a lead magnet. All right. I want it to be a lead magnet. Okay. All right. So let's connect it into Go High Level. Are you guys learning anything? Anybody learning anything at all? I hope you guys are. I know this video is long, but hey, you're learning coding. All right. Lead magnet. Let's see. Where's my thing, man? Error occurred. Like, show me the money. All right. So we have this, copy this, index.php, paste, refresh this thing. AI coders, generate. Why is it still giving me the thing? Did it send the information over here? Yes. No. All right. What's up with this, bro? Yeah, I mean, errors are a thing. Look, enter your details to receive the blog post. This is so shiesty. It like generated it, and then it's like, if you want it, enter your details right now. And then it gives me it. Don't do that. Just make it like a little bit easier. But let's just refresh this. And look, so you see how it just sent over the data? That is so shiesty. All right, look at this. So look, now we have a request. We just received it from our website page to Go High Level, okay? So if you look at this is all of our information. It's all of our mapping information, everything that I need. Name, email, blog topic, generated topic, all of this stuff. So I could hit save trigger, and this saves trigger. So like creates a contact, okay? So now I could hit save action. Email field is required, add field. Let's see, create contact. We want email and or phone number. We want the email one. Okay. So inbound webhook trigger, email, bam. So that maps the request to this. Well, we could also map some other things to those contacts. Okay. You could add notes. You could add, we'll add the notes in a little second. Okay. So we just have this where it adds our name or our email. I think I want the name. Do I have full name? How did I collect that? I think I said it was full name. So full name, boom. And then I could say inbound webhook trigger, and I could say name. Okay. And then I could hit save action. So you can see it just inbound webhook trigger, update this name. We could say blog writer. And then from here, we could do stuff. Okay. I could literally inbound webhook trigger, create a contact. In here, we could say email, send an email, and I could say Jeff from my email, Jeff at my AI team, Jeff, your new blog, bro. I won't put bro because they might be a woman. All right. So, and then I could come in here and I could say, here is your free blog. And then I could sell other things. If you want to hire me, if I could spell right, to hire me, call now. All right. And then you can put your link in something, right? You could do whatever you want in here. Okay. This is where you could sell your products, offer other things. I could tell people about my AI team, whatever it is. Here's your free blog. And then if I go into here, custom values, inbound webhook trigger, you can see we could pull all of this data. Blog topic, generated blog post, all of this stuff. And now there's the blog post, right? And if I could hit save, this will inbound webhook trigger, publish, save. Now what happens? All right, if I go back here, I'm going to hit refresh. Let's test. AI coders are legends. Keyword. Keyword. AI coding is gonna eat your lunch. All right. Target audience. Noobs. All right. I like talking to noobs. And then I'm gonna hit generate, and I'm gonna get the spammiest freaking opt-in thing ever. Like literally, it looks like, oh, I'm gonna get it. Generating your blog post, and then it like hits you with a little like, if you want this, give us your email. Like, this is stupid. All right. Well, I guess it hangs in the details. It is free. I could probably say, by the way, it's free. Like, dude, it's free. Like, put like a little soft close in here. It's like, I'm literally giving you this for free. Like, stop complaining. At least give me your email. It's like, and then we hit submit. And then you see this thing. And then if I wait a few seconds, any second now. All right, I should get an email. All right. Oh, look, it worked. Okay. All right. Boom, baby. Your new blog. Here is our new blog. All right. So you guys can see, if you guys don't see, you go high level. You could build a whole sales freaking page around this. You could embed this code into Go High Level. You could put this on your own server. You could sell this however you want. You guys can make this the entire thing a full software. I hope that you guys watch this training. You guys see that yeah, sure, we had bugs and bumps. Dude, it's an hour and 1 minute. And we set up a full software and connected it to Go High Level. An hour and 1 minute. Hopefully you guys like the video. Love you guys. Have a great day. Bye.